Welcome to Fall Commencement 2019. Would you please remain standing for the invocation, which will be offered by Reverend Amanda Christ, campus minister at Wesley Foundation.
I invite you to pray with me. Gracious and loving God, as we gather in this moment of culmination and celebration, we pause to express gratitude. No one here has gotten to this place by his or herself. We have seen your provision and guidance in the community that surrounds these graduates. We thank you for engaged and caring faculty and staff who offer themselves to a life of learning and exploration. We thank you for a diverse and global student community that has invited understanding, empathy, and expansion of our minds and hearts. We thank you for the friends and family who have loved, supported, and guided. And we thank you for these graduates, God. We thank you for the ways that this season at UTM has been a way to introduce them to themselves, to hone in on the gifts, passions, and light within each of them. As they go from this place, God, we humbly ask that you will light their path. Empower them to use their bodies, minds, and spirits for good and justice in the world. Equip them to give themselves as part of something greater than themselves. Keep them humble and mindful of the need to be lifelong learners, and grant them a life full of joy, hope, love, grace, and peace. Amen.
Thank you, Amanda. Would you please be seated? Yesterday, I learned of a terrible tragedy for one of our students in our university community. We lost Ashley Brooks in a car accident on Thursday night. What would normally be a joyous time of celebration and holiday preparations, this event finds our hearts heavy over this tragic loss to a member of the Skyhawk family. At this time, I'd like to take a moment of silence for the family of Ashley Brooks. Thank you. Please keep this family in your thoughts and prayers now and throughout the holiday season. Join me in thanking Dr. John Mijin for our processional and recessional music. Thank you, Dr. Jean. She performed on a Steinway piano. The University of Tennessee at Martin is proud to be an all-Steinway campus, part of an elite group of schools and conservatories around the world to hold this title. Welcome once again to Fall Commencement. We are very pleased to have parents, friends, faculty, and staff, and of course, today's graduates with us. I would like to also welcome those who are joining us via the internet and the UT Martin Facebook page, as well as our guests in the field house who are watching the live stream. Today's graduates represent 63 different Tennessee counties and 24 states, including Alabama, Arkansas, California, Delaware, Georgia, Florida, Hawaii, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, Mississippi, Missouri, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. We also have graduates from the nations of China, Saudi Arabia, Taiwan, and the Ukraine. Including the U.S., that totals grads from 5 different countries today. To our graduates, good luck to each of you, and rest assured that we wish you the very best. Remember that you are soon becoming a part of an alumni group numbering over 48,000 UT Martin graduates around the world. I want to specifically acknowledge the parents, spouses, and other relatives and friends with us today. Your support has been critical for these graduates, and we thank you and we invite you to join us for a reception following the conclusion of this ceremony. There's a third group that has been critical to the success of today's graduates. That group is our outstanding faculty. I know them as colleagues and dedicated professionals. Today's graduates will remember the faculty for their wisdom and their counsel. Our graduate successes in life will be forever impacted by the time and effort of our faculty here. Would our distinguished faculty please stand and let's express our appreciation for all they do for us. I'm going to recognize a few additional faculty and staff. I ask that each of you please stand and remain standing when your name is called. I ask members of the audience to hold your applause until everyone is introduced. Our mace bearer today is Dr. Mahmoud Haddad, Professor of Finance in the College of Business and Global Affairs. Dr. Haddad is the University of Tennessee Alumni Association Distinguished Professor. Our processional marshals are as followed. Faculty Senate President, Dr. Philip Smart. Faculty Senate President-elect, Dr. Sean Walker. Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration, Ms. Petra McPherson. And Interim Vice Chancellor for University Advancement, Ms. Gina Curtis Swafford. This year's recipient of the Coffee Outstanding Teaching Award is Dr. Anderson Starling, Assistant Professor of Political Science. The recipients of the Cunningham Outstanding Teacher Scholar Award are Dr. Laura Brown, Professor, and Dr. James Smart, Professor of Biology. Thanks to each of you for your contributions to the University of Tennessee at Martin. Also with us today is President Randy Boyd, Interim President for the University of Tennessee System. Please join me in thanking President Boyd for braving the weather and the fog all the way from Knoxville and joining us today. He'll bring congratulations to our graduates later in the program as the degrees are conferred. Also with us today is Miss Amy West of Crockett County, Tennessee, UT Martin Alumni Council President, and a 1997 UT Martin alum. Amy will bring closing remarks and a greeting from the UTM Alumni Council at the end of today's program. Other members of the platform party are listed in your program and will be assisting with today's ceremony. I am pleased to introduce our special music for today. Dr. Roberto Mancusi, Associate Professor of Music, will perform If I Can't Have Her from Disney's Beauty and the Beast, the Broadway musical. Dr. Mancusi will be accompanied by Dr. Jean on piano.
Twisted face, there's not the slightest trace of anything that even hints at kindness, and from my tortured shape, no comfort, no escape. I see, but deep within is utter blindness, hopeless as my dream dies, as the time flies of a lost illusion, helpless, unforgiven, cold and driven to this sad conclusion. No beauty could move me, no goodness improve me, no power If I can't love her, then who? Long ago I should have seen all the things I could have been. Careless and unchanging, I moved onward. No pain could be deeper, no life could be cheaper, no point anymore if I can't love her. No spirit could win me, no hope left within me. And that she'd set me free, but it's not to be if I can't love her. Let the world be done with me.
Thank you for that beautiful performance. So good to begin our day with such great music. We are delighted to welcome our commencement speaker, Mr. Stuart McWhirter, who's the Commissioner of Tennessee Department of Finance and Administration. Named Commissioner on January 19, 2019, Mr. McWhirter also served as the statewide finance chair for Governor Bill Lee's campaign, in addition to serving as chairman of Governor Lee's 2019 Believe in Tennessee inauguration. Prior to becoming commissioner, Mr. McWhirter served as co-founder and chairman of Clayton Associates with over 25 years of experience in entrepreneurship and early-stage investing. Clayton Associates serves as a venture investment firm primarily focused on the early-stage investment cycles of the healthcare and technology industries. Mr. McWhirter also served as the CEO of the Nashville Entrepreneur Center, an innovation hub that helps entrepreneurs create, launch, and grow scalable businesses. Prior to Clayton Associates, Mr. McWhirter was part of the founding management team of OrthoLink Physicians Corporation, where he served as Vice President of Managed Care and Vice President of Development. And he previously served in various managed care contracting positions with Tenet Healthcare-owned Brookwood Medical Center in Birmingham, Alabama. Mr. McWhirter previously served on the board of directors of First Bank Financial Corporation and served as chairman of the Compensation Committee, as well as serving as a member of the Audit Committee, and previously served on various other public and private boards prior to joining the Lee administration. He also served as an adjunct professor at Belmont, teaching healthcare, finance, and entrepreneurship. Commissioner McWhirter received his master's in health administration from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, and a BS in management from Clemson University. He is married to Leanne Hendricks, the former Leanne Hendricks of Selmer, Tennessee, and they live in Brentwood with their 5 children. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Commissioner Stuart McWhirter as our speaker this morning.
Thank you and good morning, President Boyd, Chancellor Carver, university leadership, faculty, graduates, parents, alumni, and friends. It's an honor to have the opportunity to address this fall's graduating class of 2019. As Chancellor Carver said, I am I'm the CFO of the state, the Chief Financial Officer, and our main goal is to try to manage a $40 billion budget, which is a big task, but one that I am honored and certainly privileged to do. This is a very special and meaningful invitation for me to be here today. My father, Clayton McWhorter, was a big fan of UT Martin due to his involvement with the system, but more importantly, his close relationship with our former governor, Ned McWhorter. No family relation, by the way. In fact, my father was instrumental in establishing the Ned Ray McWhorter Institute here at Martin to honor his good friend. This day is also very special because my father and mother-in-law, Tom and Sherry Hendricks, both attended UT Martin and are here today with my wife, Leanne. Tom established the Tom E. Hendricks Chair of Excellence in Free Enterprise and, interestingly, provided the commencement speech here at UT Martin in 1990, May in 1990. A very special day indeed. Graduating from college is a very special occasion. It's a culmination of many things: hard work on your part, sacrifice on your parents' part, and stamina on the part of the faculty. It's the end of one road, yet the beginning of another. I remember how my classmates and I felt the day I graduated from both Clemson and UAB. We thought we were as smart as we'd ever be. We felt that we had arrived. The world was out there just waiting for us, that we had learned pretty much everything there was to know and ready to go out and just conquer the world. Well, needless to say, 28 years later, I look back on my graduation and as only as a beginning, a giant step in the ongoing process of development and growth throughout life, but still only a step. No doubt your years here at UT Martin have been a significant milestone in your lives. Well, now you're about to embark on a different yet exciting journey, a journey for which you've been well prepared. You'll go out in the world armed with a degree from a well-regarded educational institution. That is an important advantage and one that will serve you well. But in another sense, nothing can really prepare you for the quote-unquote real world except for experience. You are entering a new stage of life, one that is perhaps less structured than the college years you now leave behind. Now that you are leaving, your goals may not be as clear-cut. However, you are all goal-centered. That is obvious by the fact that you are sitting here today. And as the years go by after graduating, you will develop and refine your goals. I would like to share 4 principles with you today that have not only been my own personal guide, but also principles that my father instilled in me. The first principle is to find a mentor, a role model, someone who can assist you in your professional and personal growth. I'm sure many of you have already found mentors among your professors, and you will be amazed at how their teachings will stay with you over the years. When you get your first job or your next position, look around for a mentor, someone you admire who commands your respect. Look for someone to pattern your style after. I've been fortunate to have many mentors along life's journey, and I will give much credit to my success, knowing that it would not occur without their interest in me and support of me. The second principle is to be prepared. Life often throws us a curveball. You have to be prepared to meet those challenges and embrace the opportunities. I have many stories of life lessons learned from being prepared and, more importantly, not being prepared. Start with the end in mind. What outcome do you want to achieve? And then begin working back from there. Being prepared, something you cannot overdo. The third principle is to act like an owner, no matter what kind of position you hold in a company or your career. So what qualities best exemplify an owner? It is one who must be a perceptive observer, have an agile and inquisitive mind, be energetic, versatile, persuasive, a conceptual thinker, a keen analyst, a tough negotiator, a tireless worker, and courageous innovator. One that must be a thrifty manager, a quick study, charming conversationalist, a good listener, and perhaps most importantly, an entrepreneur. They must know something about his or her community, a bit about his or her superiors, a little about business, and a lot about people. If you think of yourself as an owner versus just an employee, you will get to work just a little bit earlier and stay a little later. You will see your horizons expand and your fears diminish, and you will think in concepts, not in mechanics. You will see the big picture, and you won't get bogged down in the details. If you act like an owner, you will wonder whether things are organized right. You will make suggestions beyond the scope of your day-to-day job. You will grow impatient with the slower pace of your colleagues, and ideas will come to you that will amaze and astound you, and likely your boss. If you think and act like an owner, your career will flourish and your life will change. The next principle is summed up to say to give back. All of you here have been blessed in some way. We live in the land of opportunity, but not everyone has the same access to opportunity. So each of you have some level of responsibility to give something back to your family, to your university, to your community, for example. It is important to start thinking right now about ways you can give back to others. Don't wait. Don't wait until you are settled down or have reached a certain professional or financial goal. The time to give back is now. It is something you will do over your lifetime. And I'm not talking strictly about financially. I'm talking about giving of you, the giving of you. Start giving of your time, your love, and yourself today. Let's start with your family. Your parents may have sacrificed to help you get through college. They have helped you financially or offered you emotional support or perhaps given you the tools that have shaped you to who you are today. Why don't you dedicate today, this occasion, to your family? Let them know that their support means something to you. Don't let today go by without expressing your gratitude and your love. Another place to give back is right here to this university. Thought you might like that. Particularly to your professors. The college years are a formative time. It's a time when you start looking at the world in larger terms, a time when possibilities are limitless, a time when you explore new horizons, develop fresh interests, and expand your concepts of yourself and your place in this world. Our professors help shape our views. They inspire us and give us confidence. They help us learn not only about the world, but about ourselves. Give something back to your professors. Tell them what they've done for you. Go up and shake their hands today. Last but certainly not least, give something back to your community. You are all a very diverse group with varied interests and career goals. Some of you will pursue additional studies and others will go into your careers. No matter what path you take, you all have a responsibility to be good community-minded citizens. And that means giving something back to the communities in which you live and work. For those of you who will become managers, you will soon discover that community relations is both an opportunity and an obligation. As an individual or corporate citizen, if you contribute to important programs in your community, you will create a better community in which you live. I've noticed that it is often the busiest people in a community who are the most involved in a community. Often the time spent volunteering gives you that energy. You see things in a different light from a new perspective. It enhances your professional and personal development. Leaders have an obligation to put something back into this community. It is really a moral obligation, and it is an obligation that I want to charge you with today as future leaders of our community. And finally, remember that life is a process. Living well means continuing to grow and develop through all of its stages. Just when you think you've arrived, you will find another challenge around the corner. You will find that you're not quite satisfied with the current situation. You will discover there are other goals to strive for, other mountains to climb. We never arrive. We just keep traveling down this road called life. There's a saying that goes something like this: there are those who travel and those who are going somewhere. They are different, yet they are the same. Those who succeed have this over their fellow travelers. They know where they are going. I interpret that to mean that to be successful, you need to define success for yourself. You need to decide what you want out of life, because if you don't know where you're going, you won't know when you get there. Success can be measured in many ways. One obvious yardstick is financial. In today's society, many people equate success with financial achievement, but that's not the only measure. I think more accurate measure is happiness. Now I know that sounds trite, but achieving fulfillment and happiness is an elusive goal for many. I think the most fortunate people are those who find contentment in both their professional and their personal lives. I subscribe to the proverb of one of history's greatest philosophers, Confucius, that said, "Choose a job you love and you will never work a day in your life." So in conclusion, carefully select your role models. Like a good scout, be prepared. Think and act like an owner. Give back a little of what you've been given to yourself. And most importantly, enjoy the journey and be happy. Good luck to all of you, and may God bless. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner McWhorter, for those fantastic comments for our graduates, and you've honored us with your presence here today. Let's express our thanks once again. Making today's announcement of the Paul and Martha Meek Leadership Awards is Dr. Andy Luter, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs.
Dr. Paul Meek was a leader at UT Martin in multiple roles from 1934 until 1967. As executive officer and then chancellor, Dr. Meek led the campus through many difficult challenges and transitions, including a world war that nearly caused the institution to close permanently. However, Dr. Meek's leadership, the institution survived and soon began to thrive, leading the way for the university that we know today. Our campus library is named after Dr. Meek to honor his contributions to the university. First awarded in 1970, the Paul and Martha Meek Leadership Award was established to recognize a graduating senior that has demonstrated outstanding qualities of leadership while pursuing their education at the University of Tennessee at Martin. The award was originally established and funded by the three Meek children to honor their parents and to honor the students that embodied the same spirit of leadership shared by Dr. Meek. Students are nominated for this award by the professional staff and student affairs. We have two recipients today. The first person to receive the Paul and Martha Meek Leadership Award today is Shelby Guffey. An English and communication major from Nashville, Tennessee. While at UT Martin, Shelby has served as a student ambassador, a PEP leader, vice president of public relations for the College Panhellenic Council. She has served as the public relations chair and director of social enrichment for Alpha Delta Pi sorority, and served as an officer for Rho Lambda National Sorority Leadership Recognition Society. Shelby is a volunteer and active in fundraising for Ronald McDonald House, Girl Scouts of America, and the Circle of Sisterhood. She is the recipient of the Courageous Leader Award, the University Service Award, the Renee Bailey Icona Leadership Scholarship, the Dorotha Norton Public Speaking Scholarship, and recognized in Who's Who among students. During her senior year, Shelby has served as a social media intern with the Office of University Relations. Congratulations, Shelby. Our second recipient today of the Paul and Martha Meek Leadership Award is Tristan Ragland. A management information systems major from Martin, Tennessee, Tristan has served as chapter parliamentarian and currently holds the office of president of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. He is a member of the Black Student Association and a charter member of Alpha Phi Omega. Tristan does volunteer work with the Stewart Center, the Teen Center, Quinco Mental Health, March of Dimes, the Carl Perkins Center, and RIFA Soup Kitchen. He has been active in the Greek Fest Service Night, the Office of Student Life Day of Service, Red Carpet Day, and has worked in the Office of Student Health and Counseling to promote mental health initiatives to students. Tristan is a recipient of the Emerging Leaders Award from the Office of Student Life and the University Service Award. During his senior year, Tristan has worked for the Office of University Housing. Congratulations, Tristan.
Congratulations, Shelby and Tristan, on your award. It's well deserved. Dr. Philip Acree Cavalier, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, will now present our honors graduates for recognition.
Graduating honors students are identified by the gold cords draped about their necks. They have achieved a grade point average within one of the following categories: cum laude 3.2 to 3.49, magna cum laude 3.5 to 3.79, and summa cum laude 3.8 to 4.0. At this time, students graduating cum laude, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Students graduating magna cum laude, please stand. You may be seated. And students graduating summa cum laude, please stand at this time. You can be seated. In past years, 15 students were accepted into the University Scholars Program, and beginning in fall 2018, the size of the incoming class increased to 30 students. The program involves a sequence of courses and other activities for a selected group of talented and highly motivated students. Our 2 University Scholar graduates today may be recognized by the gold medallion they are wearing. University Scholars, would you please stand? You may be seated.
I would also like to recognize another special group of graduates. Would all of our first generation graduates please stand? If you're the first in your family to graduate with a bachelor's degree, we want to recognize you along with members of your family. Wow. That's awesome. Offering best practices and opportunities in military and veteran education, the University of Tennessee Martin has recently been recognized in 2018 as a military-friendly school by Victory Media and as a top school in the 2018 Military Advanced Education and Transition Guide to Colleges and Universities. This is a journal of higher education designed for service members and veterans seeking to transition from military life to the civilian sector. Designation of as a military-friendly school identifies those institutions which take special care to provide programs and help student veterans and their families adapt to the expectations and transition into college life. UT Martin was evaluated on its military culture and other criteria, including on-campus support and online support services available to military personnel, earning us a top-tier ranking. This title is awarded to an elite group of institutions who do the most to embrace military students and dedicate resources to ensure their success both in the classroom and after graduation. UTM tradition includes honoring those who serve in defense of our country. The Military-Friendly Schools list, published annually by Victory Media, is in its 17th year and combines data from federal agencies, veteran students, and institutional surveys to create a comprehensive guide for veterans and families. More than 1,300 schools participated in the last survey cycle. The 2017-2018 Military-Friendly Schools list was included in the December 2017 issue of GI Jobs magazine and can be found online at militaryfriendly.com. At this time, I would like for those in our audience, all in our audience, who are veterans, to please stand up. Students too, students too. Thank you so much for serving our country. Bringing greetings from the UT system today, we're very pleased to have UT President Randy Boyd with us. Randy Boyd was appointed interim president of the University of Tennessee by the Board of Trustees on September 25th, 2018, taking office on November 22nd, following the retirement of UT President Jody Pietro. And I would like to point out that President Boyd's first day on the job was spent right here at the best campus of the University of Tennessee system, UT Martin. Those other campuses are really good too, Mr. President, just in different ways. They're special in their own way, they really are. As interim president, Randy serves as the chief executive officer for the statewide university system that includes the 5 major campuses and statewide institutes of agriculture and public service. He is the founder and chairman of Radio Systems Corp., a Knoxville-based business. They have more than 800 employees, offices in 6 countries, and produce pet-related products under the names of Pet Safe, Sport Dog, and my very favorite, Invisible Fence. He also serves as chairman of Boyd Sports and is the owner of the Tennessee Smokies, Johnson City Cardinals, Greenville Reds, and Elizabethan Twins. Mr. Boyd served as chair of the Tennessee Higher Education Commission and as a commissioner of the Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development. He is founder and co-chair of the Governor's Rural Task Force, which exists to help state government and industry leaders find solutions to the biggest challenges facing rural Tennessee. He also served as Governor Bill Haslam's advisor for higher education and was the architect for the Tennessee Promise, Drive to 55, and Tennessee Achieves, initiatives aimed at increasing the number of Tennesseans with the post-secondary degrees 55% by 2025 and decreasing financial hardship for those Tennesseans producing degrees. Through his philanthropy, Mr. Boyd also supports the Boyd Center for Business and Economic Research and the Anderson Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation Boyd's Venture Challenge Seed Grant Program for student entrepreneurs, both through the Haslam College of Tennessee at UT Knoxville. Mr. Boyd is the first in his family to graduate from college. He earned a Bachelor of Science degree in business with an emphasis on industrial management from UT Knoxville. He also earned a master's degree in liberal studies with a focus on foreign policy from the University of Oklahoma. And folks, I learned just before the processional today that because President Boyd was working when he was in college, both for his undergraduate and his master's, he never got to attend his commencement ceremonies because he was working. So President Boyd, today we would like to say that this is your commencement ceremony. So let's give him. President Boyd and his wife, Jenny, live in Knoxville. They have 2 children, 1 grandchild, and 2 puppies. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome President Randy Boyd.
Good morning, everyone, and Chancellor Carvey, thank you for that introduction. Everybody will be happy to know my comments are about half as long as the introduction was. That was very, very generous. Well, good morning from the University of Tennessee system with campuses across the state. I want to congratulate you on your achievement today, and it is my honor to be here to celebrate with you, and also to congratulate you personally as you cross the stage here in a few minutes. As with any great accomplishment, we never do it alone. And let's make today also a day to say thank you to your family and your friends in the stands and all around you so that it helped you to achieve this accomplishment. Well, this is a big day for you. You are joining something even bigger. This year, over 12,000 other UT students will graduate and become the University of Tennessee alumni. That's a big deal. There are hundreds of thousands of UT alumni that have come before you, and there will be hundreds of thousands that will come after you. They have individually and collectively made an incredible impact on the world, and so will you. As part of this great fraternity and sorority of alums, you have 3 charges. First, live a life that leaves the world a better place than you found it. Second, live a life that honors our tradition and makes former alumni proud. And third, live a life that will inspire the future generations of Skyhawks that will follow you. Finally, this is not the end. And Commissioner McWhorter made the same point. This is not the end of your relationship with your university. This is only the beginning. To quote Winston Churchill, this is not the end, it's not even the beginning of the end, but maybe it's the end of the beginning. If your relationship with UT Martin was like a marriage, I would say that your time so far has been like the courtship. Today is the marriage ceremony. Your relationship is just beginning and will last a lifetime. In addition to the great memories of your time here so far, please stay engaged and continue to give back to your alma mater so that thousands more can benefit from the same great experience that you have had. Again, it is my honor to be with you today. Congratulations to you and your families, and go Skyhawks.
At this time, the deans will present members of this year's class, graduating class, for the conferring of degrees.
In the College of Agriculture and Applied Sciences, will the candidates for the following degrees please rise as called? Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business, please rise. Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, please rise. Bachelor of Science in Family and Consumer Science, please rise. Bachelor of Science with a major in Geosciences, please rise. Bachelor of Science in Natural Resource Management, please rise. Chancellor Carver, President Boyd, the candidates before you have met all the requirements for their respective degrees as set by the outstanding faculty of the University of Tennessee at Martin. They are ready for their degrees to be conferred. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the following degrees in the College of Business and Global Affairs please rise? Bachelor of Arts with majors in International Studies and Political Science. Bachelor of Science in Political Science. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with majors in Accounting, Economics, Finance, Information Systems, Management, thank you, there you are, and Marketing. Chancellor Carver, President Boyd, the candidates before you have met all requirements for their respective degrees as set by our faculty and are ready for their degrees to be conferred. You may be seated.
In the College of Education, Health, and Behavioral Sciences, will the candidates for the following degrees please rise? Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Bachelor of Science in Education, Bachelor of Science in Health and Human Performance, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Social Work, Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies and University Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, and Bachelor of Science in Psychology and Sociology. Chancellor Carver, President Boyd, the candidates you see before you have met all the requirements as set out by their distinguished faculty and are ready to have their degrees conferred. Please be seated.
In the College of Engineering and Natural Sciences, will the candidates for the following degrees please rise? Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Bachelor of Science with a major in Biology, Bachelor of Science with a major in Chemistry, Bachelor of Science with a major in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science with a major in Mathematics, Bachelor of Arts with a major in Mathematics. Chancellor Carver, President Boyd, the candidates before you have met all the requirements for their respective degrees as set by their brilliant faculty, and they are ready, well, frankly, they're way more than ready, for their degrees to be conferred. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the following degrees in the College of Humanities and Fine Arts please rise? Bachelor of Arts with majors in Communications, English, History, Philosophy, and Spanish. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Arts in Music. Bachelor of Science with majors in Communications and History. Chancellor Carver, President Boyd, the candidates before you have met all the requirements for their respective degrees as set by our outstanding faculty and are ready for their degrees to be conferred. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the following graduate degrees please rise? Master of Science in Agriculture and Natural Resources, Master of Science in Family and Consumer Science, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Education, and Master of Arts in Strategic Communication. Chancellor Carver, President Boyd, the candidates before you have met all requirements for their respective master's degrees as set by the graduate faculty at the University of Tennessee at Martin and are ready for their degrees to be conferred. Please be seated.
Before the conferral of degrees, that moment we've all been waiting for, I would like to ask the following groups to please stand. Moms and dads of graduates, spouses and children of graduates, great-grandparents, grandparents and guardians, brothers, sisters, other family members, neighbors, youth ministers, former coaches. If you've supported a graduate, please stand and be recognized. So now our future graduates, these folks were just honored. I would like for all our students to stand and thank those mentors in the crowd who've been there for you. Okay, students, please remain standing. President Boyd, will you please join me at the podium for the conferral of degrees, and congratulations to the graduates.
Thank you, Chancellor. So by the authority of the state of Tennessee, vested in the Board of Trustees of the University of Tennessee, and by them delegated to me, it hereby gives me great pleasure to confer upon you respective degrees for which you have been recommended with all the rights, privileges, honors, and obligations appertaining thereto. You are hereby recognized as the university graduates and alumni of the University of Tennessee at Martin. Congratulations to each of you on this special day in your lives. You may now be seated.
At this time, the graduating class will be recognized individually. Announcing the names today are Dr. Robert Nanny, Professor and Chair of Communications, and Dr. Richard Robinson, Professor of Communications.
From the College of Agriculture and Applied Sciences, Landon Bagwell, cum laude. Andrew Stewart Burchett, summa cum laude. Haley Nicole Box. Emily Mackenzie Bell, cum laude. Molly Vaughn Carpenter. Hannah Nicole Green, cum laude. Martin Grissom, cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Nave, magna cum laude. Rachel Madison Thompson Anders, cum laude. Johnson Harris Hughes, cum laude. Colin Wesley Myrick, magna cum laude. Catherine Ann Peary, magna cum laude. Charles Lewis Rowlett. Tanner Joe Smithson. Parker Elizabeth Albright, summa cum laude. Michael Asher Anders. Clinton Armstrong. Hayden Patrick Barnett, magna cum laude. Zachary Tyler Batten. Rebecca Lee Breckenridge. Harley Joe Bowie. Stone Robert Kraft, summa cum laude. Hannah Michelle Crawford. Kristen Kaylee Felberg. Rachel Friedrich, magna cum laude. Jessica Marie Jean. Darby B. Gibson. Elizabeth Jean Gibson. Seth Turner Grimmett, summa cum laude. Joy Nicole Hazelwood, cum laude. Emily Ann Holder, summa cum laude. Amy E. Jacobs, magna cum laude. Brittany Cheyenne Johnson, magna cum laude. Hudson Rebecca McAllister, cum laude. Lane Jacqueline McGee. Rachel C. Metzger. Joshua Perry, Kaylee Shanks, Ashley Stockdale, Katie Emmanuel Tilley, Amanda Page Tyndall, Ashley Todd, cum laude. Abigail J. Tucker, magna cum laude. Howard Stewart Warner IV, magna cum laude. Devin Michael Watchers, magna cum laude. Ramona Reed Weeks, cum laude. Shelby Marie West, magna cum laude. Melda Lizette White. Savannah Shea White. Jowdy Grace Whitfield, magna cum laude. Rachel Nicole Wilson. Hannah Olivia Burrows, cum laude. Sable Lee Estes. Amanda Elizabeth Fuller, cum laude. Gansert, okay, we're going to start this again. Taylor Medley Gansert. Ashley Gabrielle Hester. Leandra Nicole Moore, magna cum laude. Mary Elizabeth Pate, cum laude. Taylor Renee Pruitt. Shamika Tierra Sane. Shelby Lynn Suswit, magna cum laude. Matthew Thomas Bridgers. Wait. Andrew James Clayton. Christopher Logan King. Corey Andrew Sparks. Bethany Gail Watson. Hunter Lee Reeves. Daria Stein, magna cum laude.
Graduating in the College of Business and Global Affairs. Amer Alanazi. Fadhel Ananazi. Brant Madison Allen. Ali Abdulali Almatukar. Daniel Ray Arnold, cum laude. J.O. Lee Bain, cum laude. William Griffin Birdsong. Tabitha M. Bledsoe, cum laude. Tiffany B. Bogus. Brianna May Boggs, summa cum laude. Dalton Edward Bradford, magna cum laude. Savannah Elaine Britt. Jesse Burks, summa cum laude. Catherine Alyssa Clancy. Candace Catrice Dansbury. Alec K. Durham. Yuya Fung. Trenton Christopher Garrett. Callie F. Garrison, cum laude. Kayla Christine Harris. Anna Catherine Hartz, summa cum laude. Jacob Dylan Hughes, magna cum laude. James Bradley Hutchins, summa cum laude. Laura Beth Killen, summa cum laude. Kevin Lewis Laird. Denisha Latrice Lane. Rebecca Lane Lee, magna cum laude. Savannah Cheyenne Lyford, magna cum laude. Ethan E. Maddox, cum laude. Sarah Beth Martinage. Chelsea T. McKinney. Devin Monique Moore. Sarah Catherine O'Gwyn. Victoria Lynn Page, cum laude. Alisa Marie Quayle, summa cum laude. Tristan Cornelius Ragland. Allie Catherine Ray, cum laude. Samantha Noel Robinson, cum laude. Christopher Brian Rowe. Dylan T. Simmons, summa cum laude. Alan Blake Smith, cum laude. Marcus Denzel Tony. Alex George Weatherford. Nicholas Peyton Wolf, cum laude. Hunter Matthew Babb. Sarah Kent, cum laude. Abigail Renee Lovell, magna cum laude. James Dakota Sumler. Elizabeth Faye Burns, magna cum laude. Alexis Lee Clark. Graduating in the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences, Daryl LaShun Huff, magna cum laude. Darnisha Danielle Brown. George Burton Fish. Taranzel A. Jefferson Jr., cum laude. Timothy N. Kozinski, magna cum laude. Kayla Lynn Marie Mayberry, cum laude. Kenisi Alejandria Mason. Deanna Patrice Perryman. Rachel Rihanna Simpson. Allison Page Smith, cum laude. Courtney Lynn Stetler, magna cum laude. Michaela Renee Tharp, magna cum laude. Chloe Elizabeth Wagner, magna cum laude. Kia LaFay Williams, cum laude. Cassandra L. Winslow, cum laude. Tony B. Bufford. Michaela Jane Christie, magna cum laude. Savannah Brooke Cobb. Abigail Hope Comer, magna cum laude. James Caleb Kratz, cum laude. Elijah Allen Haggard. Madeline Rosemary Hammock, summa cum laude. Caitlin M. Holland. Rachel Aaron Johnson, summa cum laude. Rebecca Michelle Lowry, cum laude. Destiny Brooke Mayo, cum laude. Cassidy Elise Ruth, magna cum laude. Allison Whaley, summa cum laude. Summer Brooke Wilson, cum laude. Charles Bowen. Charles Bohunter Stevens. Richard Cannon Brawley, cum laude. Dylan Foster Brown, cum laude. Nicole Angeline Collins, summa cum laude. Greg James Deegan. Jarrett D. Dial, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Droke, cum laude. Autumn Ann Faulkner, summa cum laude. Leah Cheyenne Fenton. Karen Lee Gatlin. Joshua D. Gentry, cum laude. Mary Preston Gill, magna cum laude. Nicholas M. Grant. Ashlyn Renee Ham. Ashley M. Heinlein. Kalia Brianne Higgins. Bradley Hudson, summa cum laude. Sarah Reagan Huffman. Tyrone Davis Jefferson, cum laude. Salam Kurada, cum laude. Aaliyah Lachey Macklin. Starkeisha Denise McClinton. Madison Brianna Miller. Laura Beth Moore, magna cum laude. Melissa Ian Mora. Ashley Nicole Penton. Courtney Michelle Roberts. Malia Renee Sanders. Todd Neal Smith. Vashonda O. Smith. Alyssa Jane Stegall, cum laude. David Lee Taylor III. Lakeisha L. Thompson. Brielle White. Jared Fuqua Wortham, summa cum laude. Rachel Lenny Mahalati. Kayla Nicole Moore, summa cum laude. Catherine Goodson Sugg, cum laude. Dorcas Maria Taylor. Aaron Terry. Jalila Olina Ahmad. Chandler Nicole Beasley, cum laude. Megan LaCarol Dunn, cum laude. Jasmine Rochelle Hall, cum laude. Katrina Nicole Harvey, cum laude. Miranda Christine Howard. Kiera Monet Jones. Wed Kadura, cum laude. Alicia Laureen Lyon. Isabel Rebecca O'Neill, cum laude. Kayla Marie Patel, magna cum laude. Morgan Danielle Ross. Jolisa M. Simmons. Ariel T. Smith. DeAndre LaShaw Adams. Shelley Nani Akins. Megan N. Allen, magna cum laude. Hollis Legree Bonds. Becky Sue Bridges, magna cum laude. Brianna Shelby Clements, magna cum laude. Kaylee Hannah Collins. Julian Lane Crutchfield. Sandra Marie Dix, summa cum laude. April Shea Catherine Dunavant. Ashley R. Flansburgh. Asia Renee Freeman. Dominique Sherelle Frost. Maria Gazara Madonna, magna cum laude. Dakota Neal Graham. Tristan Malachi Haggard. Hamilton Malcolm Hendricks. Devin Calhai Hollins. Dorothy Jean Jones. John D. Little. Caitlin Danielle Levitt, cum laude. Demetric Renee Maybone. Jennifer Renee Matt. Devontae Shannon Mora. Ryan Keith McDaniel. Jalen J. Moore. Joseph Deshaun Murray. Sonia Yvette Opachik. Tiffany Leanne Owens. Garrett Clyde Parrish, summa cum laude. Avery Ann Parton, magna cum laude. Sherrod Elvin Pittman III. Amy Pullen. Felicia Diane Reeves, magna cum laude. Kelly Riles. Mitchell L. Rowland. Amanda Lorraine Rucker. Chandler Brooke Rushing, magna cum laude. Chastity Thomas. Marissa Drew Thweet, cum laude. Dominique Roshanda Triplett. James Jerry Waddell. Victoria Lynn Walton. Gil Lamar Whitaker. Matthew David Wicker, cum laude. Courtney Lynn Wilburn. Terry Williams. Alexis Lee Workman. Claire Malin Yarbrough. Megan Fairchild Bueller, cum laude. Ian Jen, cum laude. Aaliyah Brent, summa cum laude. Tyler A. Campbell, magna cum laude, university scholar. Ariel Nicole Hendricks. Walter Jared Hills, magna cum laude. Erica S. Holloway. Vidya Chantil Robertson. Amanda Jane Sanders, cum laude. Olivia Rebecca Ann Skeen. LaShundra Latrice Taylor. Dorothy Rianne Williams. Connor Harrison Blanchard. Alexander N. Baptiste. John Dylan Fuller, cum laude. Grant Houston Jones, cum laude. William Elliott Tomlinson. Carl Albert Ulrich II. Amberly Camone Baker. Wesley Hansel Blow. Jacqueline Michelle Ellis, magna cum laude. Lucian Patrick Fries, cum laude, university scholar. Haley J. Horner, cum laude. Christopher Charles Humphreys, magna cum laude. Zachary Calvin Jones, Zachary Colvin James, summa cum laude. Carson Seth Kelso, magna cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Lokey. Thomas Rogers Reinhardt. Lucas J. Saul. Riley Claire Smith, cum laude. Aubrey Ann Whitesell. Russell Benton Wooten.
Graduating from the College of Humanities and Fine Arts, Anna Nicole Baker. Kevin Bartholomew. Chambry Laurel Calicut. Jake Matthew Chappell. Devin Wade Coble. Ashley Lauren Louise Froman. Shelby Rebecca Guffey, cum laude. Corrine Nicole Harrigan. Emily R. Hedges, magna cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Knapp, summa cum laude. James Rance Morris, Brian Chandler Martindale, Jana Mikado McFarland, summa cum laude. April Sosa, cum laude. Diana S. Escobar, magna cum laude. Anna Lax Gatti, cum laude. Jessica Lane Parnell, magna cum laude. Rachel Lauren Roberts, magna cum laude. Brittany Alexia Rose, magna cum laude. Kayla Brooke Sterling. Jacob Tyler Hargrove. Michaela C. Johnson, summa cum laude. William Reese Latham, cum laude. Oh. Jonathan P. Tyree. Samuel Davis Anderson. Annie Catherine Harris, magna cum laude. Ainsley Marion Moore, summa cum laude. Mariah Michael Purcell. Now graduating with master's degrees as denoted by their hoods. Lee Ann Barrett. Laura Catherine Brewer. Amelia Sue Coulter. Julia Yee Dunn. Melanie Lynn Hayden. David Kellett Hockreiter. Jennifer Young Hood. Courtney Brooke Jackson. Megan Ellis Jones. Rebecca Reese McKay. Sarah Ann Miller. Whitney Beth Pope. Kaylee Alexandria Pritchett. Emily Ann Redmond. Emily Marie Roberts. Anna Marie Shelton. Caitlin Rianne Sherrill. Shayna S. Sims. Samantha Megan Wagner.
Jennifer Horbelt Bonds.
Gina Curtis Swafford. Alyssa Nicole Jansen. Chris Gunnelfinger. Melanie Sue Young. Ashley Nicole Kite Rowland. Ashley Janleen Ruth Mealer. Ashley Alexandra Cathy. Brittany Dawn Graves. Michael Lee Langford. Lindsay Autumn Newman. Scarlett Summer Waters. Charlotte E. Addison. Brie Arliana Cobb. Casey L. Dixon. Garrett Daniel Ellison. Shannon Rebecca Guyett. Ryan D. Mathis. Jennifer Denise Trentham. Ryan W. Trump. And Travis Lee Turner.
Let's congratulate our newest UT Martin graduates. Miss Amy West will now bring greetings from the UT Martin Alumni Council.
Thank you, Chancellor Carver, and I'm excited to be with you today. It was 22 years ago that I was in your seat as a December 1997 graduate. Good afternoon. It's my privilege now to welcome you to the ranks of the UT Martin alumni living all around the world. I believe that some graduates consider this to be the culmination and end of their experience, but it doesn't have to be. As you leave UT Martin and set out to face new challenges in the days ahead, remember that there are over 48,000 active graduates, and that number jumps to well over 375,000 active alumni when you include the entire UT system. These men and women are eager to get to know you and to help you. They, along with the UT Martin Office of Alumni Relations and the UT Alumni Association, are here to support you after you walk across this stage. So I challenge you to do 3 things as you leave the arena today. Number 1, be an advocate for UT Martin. Proudly display your diploma and tell your friends and future coworkers about the great experience that you had at UT Martin. It helps us recruit talented students, and that only enhances the value of the degree you received here today. Remember, it's always a great day to be a Skyhawk or a former Pacer. Number 2, keep in touch. Keep your contact information up to date at the utmforever.com website. Keep your alma mater in mind when you have exciting news to share. The university cannot communicate and invite you to the events they have if they don't know how to reach you after graduation. And number 3, get involved. There are various social and career networking opportunities through the UT Martin alumni chapters located throughout the state and the UT Alumni Association. An email should have been sent to you yesterday welcoming you as a new alumni with several ways to follow us on social media. As soon as you can, find an event that appeals to you and attend. Please come back and visit campus as often as you can, and if asked to serve on a board, please consider it. I know I'm glad that I said yes. After today, you will always be an alumni of UT Martin. A university is only as good as its graduates. From this point forward, your accomplishments, your achievements, and the way in which you live reflect upon the values of the University of Tennessee at Martin. Graduates, please move your tassels from the right side of your mortarboard to the left to signify your accomplishment and your change in status from student to alumni. Class of 2019, you have achieved an amazing milestone by your graduation here today. On behalf of the UT Martin Alumni Council, congratulations, and I wish you every success. As we close the ceremony today, I invite each of you to join us for a reception honoring the graduates in the Skyhawk Fieldhouse adjacent to this arena. The reception will begin immediately following the conclusion of the ceremony. The singing of the UT Martin Alma Mater, which is printed in your program, will be led by the Alma Mater Quartet. Please stand and remain standing until the platform participants and members of the faculty have departed from the arena. Thank you.
Commencement has been completed.